Welcome to CBT News with Shyann Malone.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Shyann Malone. Today on Inside Automotive, we're joined by Brian Moss, the president of the California New Car Dealers Association. But first, here's Chris Riggins with today's top stories.
Thanks, Shyann. On August 2nd, 3 Tesla owners in California sued the automaker, accusing the company of falsely advertising the estimated driving range in its EVs. The lawsuit in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California follows reports of the EV maker creating a, quote, diversion team in Nevada to cancel as many range-related appointments as possible. The class action also claims that Tesla developed a special algorithm that shows drivers a more optimistic range at first, then becoming more precise once the vehicle's charge drops below 50%. In July, Hyundai reported a record month with 66,527 vehicles sold, a 10% increase from a year ago. So far, the automaker has sold 5,880 IONIQ 5 and 6 vehicles, which is a 197% increase from 2022 and an 8.8% rise in total volume. The increase is attributed to the $2,500 cashback valued owner coupon the automaker added on top of the $7,500 tax credit that is eligible for leasing both IONIQ versions of the company's EVs. Hyundai America CEO Randy Parker said, quote, "Hyundai continues to wow customers with its eco-friendly product offerings, and we applaud our marketing and dealer programs for contributing to its success." Cruise, a division of General Motors, announced on August 3rd that it has signed the first labor union agreements in the autonomous vehicle industry, marking a significant turning point given the long-standing hostility between unions and robotaxi firms. The company is partnering with 2 local San Francisco union chapters representing electrical employees and janitors. The agreement will employ dozens of workers to develop and staff Cruise's car charging facilities. Subaru unveiled a new ad spot emphasizing the automaker's initiatives to increase access to the outdoors. The ad, which features the brand new 2023 Subaru Forester Wilderness, stars Emmy-nominated 10-year-old deaf actor Kevon Woodard and highlights the automaker's long-standing relationship with the National Park Foundation. Subaru is the largest corporate donor to the national parks and has contributed over $70 million to organizations working to conserve national parks. You can see the 30-second ad on national TV throughout the month of August.
Well, if you're not already subscribed to CBT News, now is the perfect time to do it. For over a decade, CBT has brought you exclusive and in-depth interviews with dealer principals, OEM executives, industry analysts, and top-level sales and management trainers. Join the thousands of automotive professionals that rely on CBT News for the insights that drive profits and maximize the bottom line. Subscribe today. The California New Car Dealers Association recently released its second quarter 2023 California Auto Outlook report. So on today's show, you got it. We're diving into those results. We're pleased to welcome back Brian Moss, the president of the California New Car Dealers Association and the 2023 chairman of the Automotive Trade Association Executives, also known as ATAE, which recently wrapped up their summer conference. Check it out.
From the dealers I talked to, it doesn't seem like things are, lightening up at all. One dealer that I just spoke to earlier today, 20 dealerships, said, "Man, we'll sell every car that we can get our hands on." So it's still a brisk market out there, isn't it?
It is, and the auto outlook that you mentioned at the top reflects that. Our sales increased year to date compared with last year, almost 12%.
Wow!
So as inventory numbers continue to go up, that provides more choice for consumers and more opportunities for dealers to sell more vehicles, and we're seeing that reflected in the numbers.
Yeah, that's great. Let's dive into that. What are some of the other takeaways from the second quarter report?
Well, as I mentioned, sales are continuing to go up. We expect to come close to about 1.8 million new vehicles sold in California during 2023.
Wow.
That's down from the 2 million we had before COVID, but certainly much closer to the equilibrium that we kind of expected in terms of traditional sales. The other thing to notice, and it's pretty hard to ignore, the top 2 selling vehicles in California were Teslas, and by large margins.
Wow, really?
So Californians have embraced EVs, not just Teslas, but EVs produced by our franchisor manufacturer partners. And EV market share year to date in California, just battery electric vehicles, not counting hybrids or plug-ins, is over 21% year to date. So
21%. Look at that. That's incredible. So you guys are slowly preparing for 2035 then. I mean, you might be there and say, we have no problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously the increase in the sale of electric vehicles. We're leading the nation. There's no doubt about it.
That's right.
The question is, can this rate of increase continue? Candidly, and I think even Elon Musk could admit this, the Model 3 and Model Y, their top two selling vehicles, are pretty stale. They need some refreshing. I saw that the Cybertruck just went into production. So they're going to need to freshen up their product mix, or the vehicles our dealers sell are going to pass them by.
Well, be sure to watch this full interview right here at cbtnews.com. That does it for our show today, but we do invite you right back here again tomorrow morning on cbtnews.com and at noon, streaming on social media. Also, if you have a question for one of our industry experts, send it to us, newsroom@cbtnews.com, and we'll have an answer on our upcoming newscast. Meanwhile, stay up to date with the most recent news and trends influencing the retail automotive industry by following us on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm Shyann Malone. Thank you so much for watching. You have a good one.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content.